Today's parasha is the Parasha Noah. We start in the book of Bereshit or Genesis chapter 6. And it is again a wonderful parasha concerning the shadows of the salvation that we have in Yeshua. Maybe some of you have not yet discovered that Noah is a parallel of the work of Yeshua. So we're going to try to understand. First I will read some few verses and we're going to see. So Genesis or the Bereshit chapter 6 verse 1 and following. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Elohim saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And Jehovah said, My spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he also flesh. Yes, his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Elohim came into the daughter of men, and they bare to them, the same were mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and every imagination of the thought of his heart only evil continually. It repented to Jehovah that he had made man on the earth, and he grieved him as his heart. And Jehovah said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the earth, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found favors or grace in the eyes of Jehovah. And he goes on, we will go later. But I want to go back now to this text to give a context, because there are many confusion among believers. For instance, the sons of Elohim. So now I will give you my version and my understanding, and you will decide if you like it or not. If you don't like it, I will suggest that you will search. Not to put your opinion, but you will search until you find the right answer. First of all, we know from the book of Job that the messenger or the angels of Elohim are also called sons of Elohim. But I will show you something which is not so known. In the descendant of Adam, there was two groups. There was the group following the Cain, and there was the group following the son who replaced Abel, which is called Seth. And the descendants of Seth were called sons of Elohim, because they follow the instruction of Elohim. They were separate from the children and the descendants from Cain. According to tradition, and I say according to tradition, the son of Elohim, so the descendant from Seth, the descendants of Seth were living in a mountain, and they could see very far all around. Elohim forbid them to go down to the valley, and they saw the sons of Cain in the valley, and they saw also the son of Cain saw the children of the descendant from Seth with the daughters, and they were very good looking, they were very attractive. This is why this mixing, the son of Elohim saw the daughter of man, don't forget that man is Adam, that they were fair, and they took them wife of all which they choose. So this is the sons of Elohim, which were the descendants from Seth, who were entangled by the daughters of Cain in the valley. So they left the mountain to go to mix with the daughter of Cain. If you remember, there is a similar story in the trap from the prophecy from Balaam and Balak. This is how the children of Israel, centuries later, will be trapped by the daughter of the Canaanites, who will trap the children of Israel in a way that Elohim do not want. So here we understand the context two groups of people, the sons of Elohim, who were the descendants from Seth, and the descendants from Cain, who were the men in the valley. And here we see in the verse 4, they were giants in the earth in those days. So the word giant here is the word Nephilim. And I know that many tell story about the Nephilim, who are aliens coming and running everywhere, mixing, or the fallen angels mixing with the daughter of man. But the word Nephil means bully or tyrann. It is the strong H5303, and we will look in the chapter in the book of Bamidbar, number chapter 13, and we read, when the children of Israel, when they sent the spies into the land of Canaan, then they came back and they say following, they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it, a land that eat us, the inhabitant thereof, and all the people that we saw in it, men of a great stature. So great stature, this is what is written here, great stature. And there we saw giant, the son of Anak of the giant, and we were in our own sight as grasshopper, and so we were in their sight. So here they call the son of Anak giant. If I look to the word giant, I will again see Nephil. So we go back to Bamidbar, or the number, chapter 13, verse 33, and there we saw the giant, the son of Anak, of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshopper, so we were in their sight. The word giants here is again the word Nephil or Nephilim in plural, and we have the name Anak, which is also very interesting, because if we look for the Anak, well, we're going to find something. In the verse 22 from the same chapter we read, so they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come to Hamath. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. So we see here the son of Anak. So we're going to look here. Anak. I have a problem with my... So looking for the name of the sons of Anak, we find that Anak is a Canaanite. So he was one of the dwellers of Canaan. He was not a Nephilim understood as an alien coming, but they were men of great stature living in the land of Canaan. And I remember that Canaan is a descendant from Ham, the son of Noah. So we see that these giants were not like we imagine, Nephilim coming of the outer space to invade and to make children with the daughter of the son of Elohim, but they are simply in a way to understand who they were. So I hope this will help in your study to understand that only the Torah will give us the explanation. Shalom.